Let's talk about stress. Let's talk about stress. Everyone gets stressed. I'm not just talking about like a little bit of stress over getting your hairbrush stuck in a big knot in your hair, which happened to me this morning, which is why I said that. I'm talking about like big, badass, stressed out mother clocking hen type stress. It happens. It happens. It doesn't matter how much you try to avoid it. Sometimes it just happens. The prevention of stress is extremely difficult. We can try and do all kinds of things like go and join the local yoga club, regular breathing classes and whatever it is. But life loves to fucking throw shit at us all the time. We don't always have control over this kind of stuff. External factors that come our way. A massive traffic jam that's going to make you late for an extremely important interview that is the be and end all of your career. You have to make it, and without getting there, you're not going to get that job. Certain work priorities where you have to have big ass reports handed in at the end of every single week, and that has to be done. That is something that has to be done because it's your job. These kind of external things we can't always control. Maybe there's a family member that is just constantly at you all the time. You don't want to walk away because you love them still. Like I said, sometimes we just can't get away from it. The prevention doesn't work. So what can we do about stress in these kind of times? I think people already have a good understanding of what it is that they should be doing. Do they actually do it though? Is another question. I'm going to be honest, okay? I wish I did more yoga, but right now I don't make time for it. I don't know. I just don't. And meditation, I have tried meditation so many times, but honestly, like my head just goes off on one every time I try and meditate. I'm thinking about all kinds of things, like what to eat for dinner later. Is a rabbit chewing on something? Did I remember to put the washing out? Can I hear some weird ticking sound somewhere? I just can't do it. What do I do for stress release when I'm in that moment? I do lots of different things. I think it's good to jazz it up. And again, it's really kind of what works for you. I am all about pressure release and tension release. And I know this because that's why some of the times I used to binge eat in the past. I would crave crunchy foods, something to gnaw on, because it was that release of tension when I was biting on something. And that's why I'm really into my weightlifting as well at the gym. When I do strength training, when I'm lifting weights up in the gym and I'm doing resistance, you know, an hour after doing that, I feel like a whole new woman. I've actually been quite angry recently. I don't know why. It's my hormones. That's my excuse for everything. There's been a lot of anger like kind of just building up inside of me. So I went to the gym today. I did a conditioning HIIT session because your girl needs to start doing more of that. I picked up a slam ball for one of the sessions and I was like, right, now's my chance to get some stress release. I went at that ball. Yeah, I slammed every little bit of anger and stress out in that ball. And do you know what? I felt fucking awesome afterwards. So that's my stress release, is going to the gym, picking up some weights, or just doing any kind of resistance training and just really like utilizing whatever stress and anger I've got inside of me. Another thing that I do that isn't quite as extreme as that is I will listen to calming talks. I love this for nighttime. I actually can't remember the last time I went to bed without listening to a bedtime story. And I know how that sounds, but it's an adult bedtime story, so I feel like it's okay. It's great because obviously they know how to speak in a relaxing way, and because you're concentrating on the story that's being read, your mind isn't focusing and getting distracted by the ticking sounds or have I done this or haven't I done that, and it's focusing on the story, and then that mixed with the relaxing voice, it sends you off to sleep. So that's really helpful because when we're stressed, sometimes it's really difficult to try and get to sleep. It can impact our sleep quite heavily. And then we wake up tired, and then that adds to it, and the big cycle, right? And then another thing that I love to do is breath work. I will just do maybe 3 or 4 minutes somewhere very quiet, away from all the loud sounds and hectic things going on around me. I'll just close my eyes and really focus on doing deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth, really slow and controlled. That's incredible. 3 or 4 minutes of that. So that's just 3 little tips that I wanted to share with you if you're kind of feeling like you keep getting stressed out at the minute and you're looking for ways to just really like practically release a bit of stress without feeling like you have to go and factor in a 1-hour yoga session somewhere. And I just want you to know that there are other ways that you can try and reduce your stress as well. We'll talk more on ways to really look at stress and the reasons behind stress, because I think this is important. So I'm going to be doing some videos around that coming up, but I hope that you've had some fun watching this video and it's been valuable, and I'll check in with you another time. See you later.